Hi Amy, we're back. Okay, we'll be starting shortly. Just got to set up the other camera. Good morning everyone. We're starting in a minute or so. Bear with us. So it's all good stuff in the food bags. It's actually, we've got some protein. I'll do a reveal in a minute, don't worry about that. I've got to remember there's another camera here. Issues. Okay. Okay, thank you for tuning in everybody. To all those that were here a little bit earlier, sorry if you just got to see us faffing about with the cameras, make sure everything's set up for you. So welcome to Equilibrium Live. So for those of you who are part of the Equilibrium Gym, thank you very much for your continued support. All of this stuff, it really helps if you like and share and all that jazz. And for anyone who's new to us at Equilibrium, I am Matt, and in the background behind the scenes we've got Dan and of course Jay inside. They're almost like the Batmans of the fitness world, doing all the goodness for you without ever getting any of the credit. So he's put me on camera and we're good to go. So let's have a look at what we've got for you this morning. So the workout's going to begin shortly, but ideally if you can just use this time to set yourself up. We've got a few minutes just to grab some water, any towels or anything. Early in the morning you're going to sort of need a bit extra water in you maybe if you're dehydrated from the night before. And of course, as this is a home workout, most of you don't have any weights. You'll see me pick up some of them just because I have them and I quite like to use a bit of variety. But what have we got in the bag? So in here we have some smelly bits of gym kit and obviously a lovely bit of artistic anatomy book. Probably can't see that, but there we go, a solid one. So maybe a smaller, lighter bag is quite useful, especially for something like bicep curls. And then we've also got another bag. I've just got some protein in here. I've got some water in my milk bottle, bit of a jam jar, one bag of rice. I didn't steal all the rice. This was rice that I had before it all got crazy. So maybe this one, perfect little one for the goblet squat and swings that we'll be doing later. So I'll just wrap that up, good and ready. And then for those of you with one bag, little suggestion, if you've got water bottles, you can be easily adding your weights, or just pop your books in a bag. We've got a lovely little dragon book here to keep me going. I'm going to zip that up all together. So if you've got all your bits sorted, we should be good to go shortly, and we'll be going through the warm-up. Really crucial that you do have a warm-up. Don't just go into this. I've had an extra, probably about half an hour of trying to warm up, just because it's so cold in here. I hope you're all snugly in your homes, ready to work out. Maybe you'll go outside, extra bit of ventilation. So today we've got shape. The other days we've had fusion. Shape is a session designed to change the shape of your body, as the name suggests, improve your posture, get yourself a bit stronger. Full body workouts, we're going to be doing a little bit of everything, get your muscular strength, muscular endurance, keep you ready, hopefully, for whatever the summer brings. So it's a moderate to high intensity workout, but the whole emphasis is going to be on safety, so don't push yourself too far. If you are struggling after set 2, just back off a little bit. Completely fine that you do that for us. And so we've got 20 more seconds. Just a massive shout out to you all. Apologies for the sort of slightly different camera setups, but you should get a general gist. I think on Facebook you might have the clock the other way around, but it's going to be fine. We're going to get into that warm-up as soon as possible. And of course, just always listen to your body, pace yourself, and let's get going with it then. So, to begin with, we've got knee rolls. So hopefully on this camera here you can see the floor. I'm just going to slightly adjust that. Okay, see on there? Happy with that. Okay, knee rolls. Dan is on hand to answer any questions. If you're concerned for any health and safety or anything, I'm just going to get on and demo the movements. So, gently side to side. Feel free to hang there for a bit. Arms out if possible. So just loosening up the lumbar and the thoracic parts of your spine. Maybe you'll be tossing and turning at night, wondering about your live stream, hoping it's going to go well. Maybe not. Okay, so that's nice and warm. You can do some hip thrusters, knees and feet together, firing with the glutes. So you'll have seen this in a few of our workouts, especially the fusion one. We love a bit of hip thrusters, just moves the body in the other direction as opposed to slumping over your chest. So onto your feet, let's get ourselves nice and loose, get those ankles warmed up. So you can either go with 1 or 2 feet. I just sort of go here, there we go, just in some little calf raises, standing tiptoes, think nice and long and tall. Okay, then we're going to go into our reverse lunge. So you can still use this time to warm up the ankles as well. Nice and bent in there. Gives you a little bit of leverage. Just push through the hips. Lovely little spot to have a little play with the arms. Just get yourselves warmed up. Cool. And what you can do here is just make it a bit more dynamic. Maybe that was too much going straight into that. So just warm yourselves up into it gently. Feeling really good all the time. Let's take the other step back. There we go. So nice and warm through here, keeping it fresh. And next up we've got shoulder circles. Now I've got a lot of beams ahead of me, so maybe if I can sit on here, absolutely fine to do your warm up. And parts of it sat down, just depending on where you're at. I am going to stand up, because I'm conscious I'm going to hit my arm into the glute arm raise machine. Perhaps kneeling down. Yeah, there we go. I've already attacked the rings. You can't see them. Got several sets of rings in the ceiling. All right. And so we've also got another little minute to just do whichever stretches you need. I typically have quite tight wrists, all that time at the computer, hunched over. You just got to keep everything warm, light and fluffy. So yeah, massive shout out to the team at Equilibrium. Thank you very much for putting up all this content, just helping out in every way, shape and form. you'll keep seeing myself, Tom, Owen later on, and they're sort of the unsung heroes. They do a lot of work behind the scenes. Also a big shout out to Lincolnshire Cheerleading Academy. They're doing a similar sort of thing, but for the kids. They've got all the cheerleading set up, lots of stretches, lots of mobility. It's the sort of thing that I like to do, all me like high kicks and all that. And also just a big shout to, I guess you could call him my sponsor, my patron, Harry. I sort of live with him. I get to use this gym, which is absolutely fantastic, and he's sort of put up with me through the years while I do all my development and become a better person. So we're going to prepare for our supersets. So I'll take you through them real quick. So basically the workout is in 4 supersets, so that's 2 exercises each, and we'll begin between them, but you'll see them as we do them. So we've got push-ups, we've got bicep curls, we'll be doing goblet squats, we'll be doing light leg walkouts. I'll show you that when we get there. We've got a bent over row, okay, and a tricep dip. So imagine this is your sofa or something. I've got another little bench here, but we're going to go down here. All will be explained a little bit more thoroughly as we're going on. Dan's on hand to just give you the actual tips. It's his workout that he's put together. We've got a bag swing to replicate a bit of a kettlebell swing. I do have some kettlebells, so you might see me swap between them. And we've also got an ab crunch. We love doing our little ab crunches. And that'll be on the floor. So 30 seconds to keep yourself good. I'm gonna have a little sip of water and we'll get into it. So again, big hello to everyone who's there. Sorry that the camera's just gonna keep going in and out of focus. So we can sort that out. There we go. Don't know if that made any difference. Happy there? Okay, 10 seconds and we're going to get into our push-ups. Dan will give you some comments about how to do it better. We've got various regressions, so you'll see me doing knees a little higher and so forth. Alright, so 20 seconds to change in between stations. So I'm going to grab my little bag. So this is for the bicep curl. So we're going to go arms out in front, curl in here, and flip that around. Right, 2, 1, let's go. Shape's all about tension. You probably can't quite see it, but the timer is set to green. So we're not looking for sort of a heavy cardiovascular workout like we did with Fusion. This is more about tempo, tension, shaping the body. Like so. Okay, so back to push-ups. Picking whichever variation is suitable for you. Hopefully on Instagram you can see me, but if not, you hopefully know what a push-up is. But don't worry if you don't. That's what we're here to demo. Dan can comment if required. changing back to bicep curls. I'm going to go with a slightly different bag. Let's see how this feels. So yeah, again, you know, this is functional life, as it were. You can't always pick and choose how you've got to hold something. Just going to grab it where I can. Great grip strength. You can either do it like this, you'll feel the weight changes quite a lot. Or you go sideways, distribute the weight a little bit better. Or if you've got a few dumbbells. Okay, back to push-ups. So it's our third and final round on push-ups. Got 15 seconds while we just get into them. I've been doing a lot of push-ups recently. I love a push-up, but it takes it out of you. You're doing it every day. Let's go. Don't be afraid to slow down, maybe give it a bit of space, bit of time. If you're aching in different places, for me it's particularly through the shoulders. Probably shouldn't have worked them out last night. Let's do a few more, keep going if you can. Five seconds. One more. Okay, great. So, last set on bicep curls. I'm going to go a little bit, I'm going to go with the bag to begin with. So just sort of hugging that, elbows in front. Down the course on hand, give you any coaching tips. Say hi, all the waves. Okay, so now we're in our first little rest period. We've got a few moments to recompose ourselves. So second superset, goblet squat. Up and down, can we see there we go, just about. Not getting too low, but take it easy there. And then the lying leg walk out. I'm going to do my best to show you. It's essentially the hip thrusting warm-up position, as so, and just walk the legs out. Feel the tension on the hamstrings, walk them back in. Okay, do a little bit of the can-can, happy with that. Hips high if possible. My hamstrings are starting to feel that, so happy days. And if I can find me other prop, if you want to, on your goblet squats, get a towel, just give yourself a bit of elevation. Now this isn't going to give me much, but just an elevation in the heel can really help. Just give you that little bit of extra space to go into here. Then we're going to hold our bag. I'm going to grab this one for now. Might be a little heavy, but we can always taper off, taper on, however you want. Perhaps start lighter if you're not confident you can do this for the whole time. That's about it. Okay, 7 seconds, then we'll get into that. How are we all feeling? All good and ready. Let's go. 10 seconds. We're gonna get that last rep in. So we've got 30 seconds to switch over into our lying leg curl, lying leg walkout. Okay, back to our goblet squats. So as you may have seen there, I just needed to take that a little bit easier, so I went for more of a stationary hold, walking the legs out each time, and then just taking it to a space where you can comfortably just stay there for a little while you sort of recuperate. Back into the squats. Let's go. Okay, halfway there, let's keep going. Getting through these squats into the next workout. 10 seconds. Keeping the tension on all the way to the end. Very good. Back to the walkouts. Number 2. Get those hammies nice and warm. Going the other way. 5 seconds. Let's go. So feel free to walk them out, only a small amount. Just hold them there if it's tiring. Keep going if you're feeling fresh, feeling strong. Ooh. Hips nice and high if possible, but try to avoid any excessive loading in the lower back. That's not what we're here to do. Okay, change over. So well done if you're still here with me. The endorphins will come soon, I promise. It's going to start feeling better as we get through to the second half of the workout. We've got some more appealing exercises. Let's go. 45 seconds, keeping the tension on all the time. If you need to, rest at the top, or even hang out at the bottom. If you're going for really hard, maybe go for a half. Always squeezing through, squeezing the glutes. Tension in the quads. Just bring it forwards. All right. Get a little bit lighter here. Okay, so we're on to the last little bit of the walkouts. I think I'm going to go for a stationary hold here. Feel free to carry on if you can. Get that out of the way. Hope you're all well. Give it a little wave. Comments to Dan. He is, I believe he's got a Chucky Bourbon, so if that makes you a little bit jealous, tell him off. But anyone who's up at 7-8, maybe they need that. 15 more seconds. I'm just going to make this a little bit dynamic near the end. Just keep yourself warm. Lovely stuff. So we've now got a little bit of time just to prepare for the next one. Sorry Instagram if you can't quite see me, or at least I can't see you. So hope for the best. We've got a minute 30, just rest, grab some water, hang out for a little bit. Perfect time if your heart rate has gone up, just to bring it back down. I'm wearing a fit metric, so we'll have a look at the readout at the end. But it's not always about the calories, so getting that tension in, shaping up for the summer. Just keeping you well during these trying times. So bent over row, grab me back, however you like here. Go for a nice boxy formation. We're rowing it into there. So slight bends everywhere else. Down, tilt you through it. If you do have a smaller bag, maybe you can keep it light and tight. So just driving all the way in. Bringing the scapula back, nice and controlled. So that's our bent over row, probably do it with my dumbbells. What else have we got? We've got the tricep dip. So, onto your sofas, or anything that is steady and supportive. I'll let Dan give you a few more cues on this. I'm just going to demo at a reasonably shallow range. 25 seconds, just a little bit more composure. Hope you're all keeping well. Anyone who's outside, go and enjoy it. Anyone who's inside, hopefully you haven't got the heating on. It's be dripping with sweat by now, or at least I was the other day. Okay, bent over row. Let's give it a whirl with this one. Okay, so here we have me medium weighted bag. It's got a little bit of everything in there. So if the bag's not particularly heavy, and it probably doesn't need to be, just focus on bringing the scapula back, contracting all the way. Keep that tension on. Now the grip's a little bit tricky here, and you'll end up with some slight changes in weight. But you know, not everything outside of the gym isn't symmetrical, isn't equal. This is how you're gonna have to pick up your dog, pick up your suitcase. That's how it goes. Okay, so now we're changing over to the tricep dip. So onto the sofa, and we're not going to sit here on the sofa and be nice and cozy. We're going to use the sofa as a bit of training equipment. Exciting. 5 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Sit nice and controlled. If you're a little bit immobile in the shoulders, perhaps staying near the top of the range, bring the legs in, keeping things nice and shallow. If you're pretty happy with your shoulders and your triceps, bring the legs out all the way down. Potentially try to keep the hips as close to the surface as possible, close to the sofa, really loading the triceps. Feel free to bend in the knee if you need to take some of the strain. That's about it. to our rows. Hope you're all hanging in there, staying with me. Obviously you don't have to match or beat me. There is no incentive to do so, but if you can, I hope you can. I'm quite tired, but let's go. So same again. Try it again. Always remembering to breathe. That sounds like a silly comment, might make you chuckle, but the amount of people that I see where they hold their breath for no good reason. So in through the nose, powerful exhale. Okay, second go at the tricep dip. So maybe a time to push yourself if you're feeling okay. Maybe a time to just keep it level. If you've been with us every day and your triceps are fried, no dramas. Let's go. Nice and smooth, control tempo. Elbows close to the body. Hopefully Dan's not just munching on bourbons and he's giving you some feedback, some waves, some coaching tips. Right, 5 seconds. Lovely. So you should be feeling nice and swell, feeling fresh for the rest of the workout. After this we've got sort of kettlebell swing, where we're doing it with the bag and the ab crunch. But let's get back to our last set of rows. Oh, apologies for the volume. Let's go. Alrighty then, swapping back over to the last set of tricep dips. Maybe I'll see who's online. Got a few watching this morning. Ah, Jamie Rigby. He must be home, she's watched them all. Boss man, let's go. So again, partials if you need to, or just fully backing off on the last set. Nice and deep if you want to push yourself. It's your 1 hour in the morning, just to really crack on. 45 minutes of work, feeling fresh for the day. Obviously anyone can watch later on. Absolutely fine. Okay, let's have a little rest and prepare for our next superset. So our last and final superset, set D, is a kettlebell swing and an ab crunch. Quick demo kettlebell swing. Now obviously you're not going to take it too high, otherwise we're going to crash into everything. And just watch out that your back doesn't stab you. So again, there we go. So it's probably all we're going to get from our little bag. But really we're looking for getting through. Contracting the glutes, It's not a front raise, so the momentum should just carry it. Obviously holding on so you don't lose the thing. And our favourite bit of core, making sure not to knock over your water bottle. Elbows in, knees up. We're going alternate. So left goes out, right arm, everything else stays in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keeping everything tight. Shoulder blades off the floor if possible. Elbows up, knees up. If you need to relax, please do. Maybe opening up a little bit afterwards if you're crunched up a lot. We will be doing a cool down at the end, if my voice can take it. Yeah, we're doing a cool down at the end, so don't get yourselves worried about that. So we're going to get onto our bag swing. I'm going to go with this fella. I'll probably move on to a kettlebell afterwards. Okay, let's go. 45 seconds. So maybe this one you can get a little bit of rate in. It's probably going to be used reasonably light. Contract with the glutes, thrusting forwards. Think about the hinge at the back. Ultimately, this is here as a hinge. So if you feel this is a bit too dynamic for you, feel free to slow down, go for a normal hinge, back up, all that jazz. Consult with your PT. We do have PTs on hand during the week now, if you want some home workouts. Putting everything together now that we've realised the severity of the situation. Okay, 20 seconds to prep for your out crunch. Again, not knocking over or anything. Maybe this is where you have a little cuddle with your dog. They tend to just run all over you. Knees up, elbows in, alternate, let's go. 45 seconds, controlled pace. This isn't about a heavy heart rate. It's all about tension and control. Bit of coordination as well. I sometimes fail to grasp coordination. It's not my thing. But you got to practice on your weaknesses if you want to get better at anything. Alright, stay in here. We got 4 more rounds of exercise and then we're cooling down. So make it worthwhile. Keep it on, keep it steady. I'm going to switch over to my kettlebell. As icy cold as it is, it's a little bit easier for me to swim. Let's go. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Lovely. So maybe I went a little bit faster. You can hear me getting out of breath a little. Okay, 10 more seconds. And we're good to go. Ab crunch round 2. Let's keep it tight. Tension on. Okay, last one on the swing. Maybe I'm going to go for a satchel, put on these stinky gym gear and a few books, so we can hold it on this end. Okay, let's go. So, try and create the tension everywhere in that lower back. Always the opposite of our crunch, opening up the body, perhaps not swinging so high. Okay, keep in there. I'll slacken a little bit, we got 10 seconds. Lovely stuff. Okay, final round of crunches before we cool down. Thank you very much for staying with me. All those are on. Lovely numbers. 10 seconds. Let's go. Lovely. Let's have a wee little rest. Hope you're still with me, you can see me. We're going to go through the cool down. Just going to grab my prompts. And so we don't want you to go from all that exercise into nothing. So same work, cool down as we've had before. So gently, just pop yourself back on your mat. Just relax, get yourself nestled in. I'm going to do my best to tell you what's going on, but you may not be able to see, so just bear with me. So, your whole body lying down, bring your right leg up to 90 degrees, and then take your left arm, put your left hand onto your knee, and bring it over. We're going to have your right arm out to your side, and we're gently going to manipulate your body crossing over. So we call this X body. Just stay down here, have a little breathe, chill out, maybe prepare your head for the rest of the day. In through the nose, in the breathing. And then we're going to alternate to the other side. So right leg goes down, left leg comes up to the 90 degrees, holding onto your knee with your right arm, gently pull it over. Okay, maybe have a little wiggle with the neck if you're going to be tired from being at the desk all day. So bring that into a knee hug. I know we've just done a lot of crunching, but if you use your arms, just pull yourself in. A little bend in the neck as well. Ease off the traps. Okay, we're going to pop ourselves up and we're just going to try and touch our toes. So completely fine if you need to bend in the knee and just sit on your hip bone. If you are a little bit more flexible, knees into the floor, arms out, reach for the toes. Breathing deeply. Yeah, great little time. Meditate on the fact that you have just spent 45 minutes having a good workout. Always good to do. Hopefully it helps you feel better for the rest of the day. Just keep in touch with your body while you go through these times. It could be quite like a stress relief and just to figure out where you are in terms of your stress. So we're just getting up into our kneeling lunge. I'm going to pop the back toe for a little bit of push. I'm just going to gently push through the hips, forwards, arms up. Then if you want to, just a little twist into your lead leg, open you out. Thank you for everyone bearing with my slightly croaky voice. I'll do my best to work on it, but I think I was born with that, so not much we can do there. Same again on the other side. So a little bit of a push in, arms up, twist in, breathe out. Maybe not go so far, keep the tension on. So we've got some lovely static stretches here, just to help you relax. And then finally, just going to do some shoulder circles. Ease yourself back into the day. You can kind of do what you like with this. We can go forwards, we can go back. You can see, just slightly lunge for you there. Forwards, back, out in front, hands up high. Get your posture nice and ready for the day. Maybe bring those shoulders back. Try and set them every so often when you're going throughout your day. Maybe just spend 5 minutes every hour, just moving around, just doing these cool down stretches. Keep you mobile, keep you fresh. So that is the workout complete. I am just going to rattle off my little exit. So yeah, obviously thank you very much for joining us. For joining me, it's been an absolute pleasure demonstrating all these bits for you. Hopefully if you enjoyed it, like it, share it, just tell us what you think. If there's anything we can do better, we're always looking to get better. Obviously a little bit constricted with the spaces that each of us have got, and we will be back. So later on, I believe it is at 1 PM, we have the same workout with Tom. So if you fancy just a little bit there, or maybe just do one set or whatever. And we've also got a 7 PM with Owen. And obviously you can sort of cross compare, see who you like the sound of. And I believe I will be back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock doing Fusion Live. So if any of you missed it, Fusion was the one we were doing before, a little bit more cardio based. See me doing jumping around, hair flapping about, but it's all good fun. Keeps the heart rate up, have you burn some extra calories for the day, just have you feel good. So yeah, just keep in touch. Thank you very much to everyone who's stayed with us during these times. Stay safe, stay at home, and all the best. Thank you.